making some yummy raw vegan spaghetti with marinated mushrooms. So I found when I tried to recreate cooked dishes and make them raw, by adding soy sauce to certain foods will help to darken the color and give it that appearance that it's cooked. So with the mushrooms, we're gonna add in some soy sauce to the marinade, and that's gonna give it that dark color that mushrooms have when they're cooked, and also that flimsy texture as well. So I've listed everything below in my blog we're going to need. Let's go grab it and get started, guys. Alright, so the first thing we're going to need is some sun-dried tomatoes, and I like this brand Mediterranean Organic. And we're going to need half a cup of these. And then we can go ahead and add this into some water. We're going to let these soak for 30 minutes. Now we can go ahead and make the marinade, and we're going to need some olive oil. And we're going to need 1 tablespoon of this. The next ingredient we need is some nama shoyu. And we're going to add in 1 tablespoon of this as well. Then we're going to need some lemon juice. We're also going to need 1 tablespoon of this. Then we're going to need some freshly chopped parsley. I love parsley, you guys. And we're going to need 2 tablespoons of this, roughly. It doesn't have to be perfect, just get some parsley in there. After that, we're gonna need 1/2 of a garlic. 1/2 of a garlic. We're gonna need half a piece of garlic, and we're gonna go ahead and mince this up and add it to our bowl. Then we're gonna need half a package of mushrooms, and this was an 8-ounce package, so just take half the mushrooms out. If you have more or less, that's totally fine. And then we're gonna go ahead and chop all these up super fast like me. All right, so it should look something like this. Then we can go ahead and swirl our marinade and add in our mushrooms. Then we're gonna go ahead and toss these all together really well. Look how good this is, you guys. It looks so yummy. And we're going to let this sit for 30 minutes as well. In the meantime, we can go ahead and get our noodles ready, and I'm going to be using 1 zucchini here. And we're going to cut off the front and the back side. And then add this to a spiralizer and spiralize these noodles. Then you can discard the middle, or I like to put it in my compost. So here is the noodles we have left over. After 30 minutes, we can go ahead and take our soaked sun-dried tomatoes and add these into a blender. And then we're gonna need 2 Roma tomatoes. And I like to cut them in half to make it easier to blend, and we can add these in. Do you hear my dog's squeaky toy in the background? Oh my goodness. Did you see me just drop that tomato too? Too much is going on. But we're gonna need 1 clove of garlic, and we can add this into our blender as well. Now I'm gonna take 2 large basil leaves, or you can use a few smaller ones, and we can add these in as well. Then we're going to need some oregano. You wanna pull the leaves off of these here, and we're going to need 1 tablespoon of this. Now we need some sea salt unrefined, and I'm just going to take a pinch and add this in. Now we can blend it all together. And I actually filmed this right before I got a Vitamix, so if you don't have a Vitamix, you can take a spatula or something and just lightly stir it to keep it mixed. Otherwise it might be a little thick for a regular blender. Now we can go ahead and dump out our mushrooms onto a paper towel, and that'll soak up some of that extra liquid. Now we can go ahead and build our spaghetti. So I have my spaghetti sauce here in a jar, and I'm just gonna give it a little shake. Then we can go ahead and add this on top of our zucchini noodles. Now the color of your spaghetti sauce is really gonna depend on the color of your sun-dried tomatoes. Mine happen to be a little dark, so I have a deep red spaghetti sauce. Now we can add on our mushrooms. Oh, this is my favorite part. I love mushrooms, you guys. So good. Then, as a final touch, I like to use some raw hemp seeds. Then we can just sprinkle these on top, and that will give it that Parmesan cheese look. and it also will add some extra protein. Alright guys, that is it. I hope you enjoyed this raw vegan spaghetti with marinated mushrooms, and I will see you in my next video. I love you guys. Bye!